tale of two cities, Venice, Italy, and Venice, Las Vegas, and of the man who gambled on linking them together. Tourists flock to the Italian Venice to revel in its atmosphere of precious art, magnificent architecture, and romantic rides in sleek black gondolas. Now, a team of engineers, artists, and designers work against the odds to construct an American Venice that recreates the opulence of the old within the world's largest and latest hotel convention resort complex. Their mission? Glamorize the hunt for fortunes and gaming and the quest for boundless top-flight entertainment in a city that knows no limit to excess. For those who desire glitz, glamour, excitement, and now a touch of class, Las Vegas is the destination. This is the man who dreamt of building a new Venice, of meticulously copied frescoes and statuary. Self-made billionaire Sheldon Adelson. But at an age when his fellow entrepreneurs are thinking about retirement, he's risking $2.5 billion on the biggest bet of his life. Having bought the most enduring hotel in Las Vegas, the Sands, Adelson decided it needed a facelift. Set out scouting the world in his private jet in search of a captivating motif. He wanted to craft a tasteful, artistic vision that would shape his resort and attract the high end of the market. Now he's found the ideal place, a city. His internist wife, Dr. Miriam Adelson, suggested the alluring site of their honeymoon, Venice, a city that emanates the romance and panache he sought for so long.
We're actually rebuilding Venice, authentically. In 10 months, on April 21st, 1999, I'll be standing in front of the Venetian Hotel Casino Resort in Las Vegas and saying, "This is Venice." Come on, lively!
On the site of the old Sands, Adelson is building for a clientele that wants to be pampered with luxury. The Venetian will feature a massive casino, a spa, 3,036 large standard suites, and luxury ones the size of imposing suburban homes. That's the easy part. At the foot of the hotel, the real challenge has just begun. Adelson will replicate the piazza, the Campanile bell tower, and a second-story canal flanked by palaces that conceal shops. A virtual Venice built to scale.
Trust me, it will appear very, very, very authentic.
The grand opening is just 10 months away. Between now and then, Adelson must turn this into the romantic Rialto Bridge. The buildings and the details in glass, tiles, gold, and colors must match the reality of this historic, one-time financial powerhouse, Venice. In the shadow of the Doge's Palace on the real St. Mark's Square, the Odyssey begins.
So you'll go right to
Dorit
the
Reines has dedicated her life to the study of Venetian history.
Okay.
Now she'll devote the next 10 months to Adelson as his personal cultural and historical advisor.
Okay.
Her job is to validate his Venice against the real one.
Okay, but, you know, to the eye, it's going to look as authentic as it looks here.
I'm going to see
To the
what
eye, it's going to look very authentic.
That's what I want to see, what the eye is going to do.
This is our challenge, and this is our commitment.
I don't say it can be done. I say I'm worried. Okay? You're not worried.
No worries.
Let's see. Okay.
No worries.
Okay, good.
It's being done.
So,
Listen,
no.
this is Las Vegas. This is it.
No.
This is the Strip. This is the Campanile Bell Tower. Here's the Doge's Palace, and here's the library building.
Sheldon, but this is real Venice.
I thought we were in Las Vegas.
No, you're dreaming. This is real
maybe
Venice.
I am. Maybe I am.
Venice.
This is the real Venice?
Yes, but it's
that's
the same.
right. We have all the buildings
In your
here.
dream, it will be the same, right?
I'm making a $2.5 billion bet on that thinking, and I believe it'll work. I'm quite confident that it's going to be a winner. I mean, there is no equivocation in my mind whatsoever, none.
See,
Because I could feel it.
Dreaming. I don't know.
Of course I'm dreaming. Every project starts out with a dream. This is a vision. This is a dream.
6,000 miles away, Adelson's own St. Mark's Square gets underway. His version will have a feature that the real one doesn't, a roof. Situated below it will be a 1,200-foot-long indoor reproduction of the Grand Canal, outfitted with serenading gondoliers. Orchestrating the project is one of Britain's top builders, site manager David D.T. Turner, the English bulldog.
Hey, answer the phones here. I've been to Venice. If Venice is lovely, so this resort's going to be lovely.
It's the bulldog's job to troubleshoot the 45-acre site.
They call me the English bulldog because I just like rip right into them. Come on, you're going to have to go. Biggest buzz is running around this site, chasing everyone. Where are you going to put this? We have a bit of a cluster here. Come back in half an hour. Where are they going to put it? They just have to go. Go that way. Go that way. Whose truck's that? Move. Where's he going? Whose truck's that? We have a cluster through here. Scott, let's get this off. A cluster where everything comes in at once and these people won't listen. Whose is it? You better get it out of there now. Because they think they can just do what they want. They don't like to be told by an Englishman. They're used to their own ways, all the Americans. And then once you explain it once, they understand. They never do it twice.
250 artists working from postcards and photographs will spend the next 10 months copying 20,000 Venetian statues and decorative models. They'll be just like the originals in every detail, except one. In the interest of speed and economy, Sheldon has forsaken marble and settled for polystyrene instead. The effect is stunning. The man in charge of the statue factory is Bob Lusak.
This is not a little project. This is the big leagues. This is the World Series. This is one of the biggest things on the planet that's going on. There's a lot of people, a lot of decisions, a lot of organization that has to take place in order to get one little piece in the right place. And that decision-making burns up time and it burns up the clock.
Not everything's made out of foam. Reassuringly, many of the key weight-bearing pieces are molded out of concrete. Adding air to the cement mixture roughens the finish in order to simulate centuries of weathering. Nothing gets past Sheldon unless it looks at least 400 years old.
Get that out of the same old Bob. These columns are done. And these columns, that the handful that I saw that are up, they have to be taken down and redone. Everybody knew that there was a certain level of aging, and anybody who thinks that that is a level of aging and weathering is simply blind. So now you've got to make sure that you redo that piece, and I'm not going to accept any compromises whatsoever. But I don't want to demoralize any of the people that are working on the job, say, hey, you did a lousy job. I want them all to feel as though they did a very good job. Listen, people are entitled to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect all the time.
Displeased with the columns, he summons his team of architects to dissect the problem.
Leroy went through this a dozen times. That at the inside had to be absolutely unequivocally weathered and aged. So we have to provide the weathering and the aging immediately, you know, when we install it. You were the one, I am told, that said, make it smooth. Is that a fair statement?
I said yes, make it, we picked the smooth.
But it's wrong, without any question. You cannot make it smooth.
He picks on people to see what they really are about, and if they know what they're talking about, and if they have the spirit to not to fight him, but to express their feelings. Maybe next time he'll pick somebody else to bully.
I'm not sitting here to criticize you or to chop your head off. I'm simply trying to get to the bottom of it so that we don't experience the same issue again. No, I'm not a bully. I resent that. I'm not a bully. If I raise my voice, it's only in frustration. I'm emotional. I think I would describe it as passionate in my beliefs.
Rumors have it that he has brought, you know, men to tears. I mean, people he's worked with, you know, men on their knees begging. Yeah, rumor.
The Venetian mega resort will contain 25,000 square feet of murals. That's more than any other building in the world. But this particular handiwork is unlikely to survive Adelson's validity test. He's refusing to approve it until the painters change what he sees as a fundamental flaw in its design.
One of them tried to persuade me that light bends. You could actually make a shadow under certain circumstances. If the light came from the right and the object, you were casting light on this object, that you could actually create a shadow going in this direction, back toward the light, because that's the way they had it. And they said, well, the leaf, there was a leaf in the case, they said the leaf was bent and curved, and therefore the curve could create a shadow. I mean, it was pitiful, just pitiful. You know, some people simply don't want to admit they made a mistake.
You know, he came in with this entourage. It was this force coming into our studio, and everyone was kind of just like, okay, here it comes, you know, let's just see what happens. He walks in, goes right up to the piece, and this is the kind of piece that is going to be seen from 20 to 30 feet away. And he's going right up to the very edge of it, you know, with a magnifying glass, and we're just like, oh my God. And he's pointing out things to us that he thought just was not acceptable or that were incorrect as it would be, you know, and so he just said, well, give me a paintbrush. It starts taking off his jacket, and you know, I can show you what to do, and we're all like,
instead of telling somebody else, you go do it. Like in the military, the captain, the general would stand in the back and he'd say, well, go, everybody charge. I don't do it that way. I say, follow me. And I see that the shadows are going in the right direction.
Sheldon's back to review the painting.
And I see that the shadows truly reflect the shape of the leaves, where they didn't before. For instance, over here, these shadows were over here. Listen, I know absolutely nothing about painting, but I want to ask you a question. Was I right?
You were, there were certain things that had to occur, that you had said that, you know, we're so close in creating the piece that when a new eye comes in, you see different things. So it was
There's an old
some good
expression,
suggestions.
sometimes people are too close to the forest to see the trees. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I wasn't close to the forest.
Mm-hmm. So we have your approval.
Yes, you very definitely have my approval. Very enthusiastic. Now, how about these pieces?
Sheldon Adelson made his first billion running Comdex, the world's most successful computer trade show. The son of an impoverished Boston taxi driver, he learned the value of money at an early age.
I come from a very poor family. I mean, when I was a kid, in one bedroom slept my mother, father, 4 children. We slept on the floor. I'm one of 4 children. We had a dog, and the dog had 13 puppies. There was no place to put the puppies on the floor. So my mother took a drawer out of the dresser and put the puppies on the drawer, because we thought it was fun. You know, being poor was, you know, was a great fun in life. We learned a little different. Rich or poor, it's better to be rich.
He's back in Venice, commissioning elegant lights for his casino. A visit to one of the city's traditional glass blowers stokes up Sheldon's legendary negotiating skills.
And then all the time.
What's he making now?
They're making the glass leaves for chandeliers.
Yeah. What's the temperature of the ovens?
The temperature inside is 1,100 degrees centigrade.
Centigrade?
Yes.
How do you fire this? Is that gas fired?
Gas fire, yes.
So this fellow, he must make a good salary. Single arms?
The single arms.
What do you call those versus the nesting? What do you call
this?
them?
We call redsonico. They're coming. Yeah.
Okay.
They're
How about a shorter word in English?
No, redsonico is the international name.
Okay. Have you got the specs? Can I see the specs?
It's made about 80 pieces.
You have a calculator here?
Calculator, yeah.
Okay.
This is the spec.
Oh, this is the spec from the big one. The Expo Ballroom is $768,000. $48,000 each. No, it's impossible. We can't do that. Can't do it. To me, we don't get the bang for the buck out of that.
I did what they asked me to do.
Okay.
That's all.
Right. That's much too much, that price. Much too much.
Not all of his trip is work-related. The Adelsons take pleasure in a gondola ride, absorbing the city's mystery and romance.
Ah, Venice, Venice.
Dali, an exhibition of Dali.
Mental calculations about the real Venice are measured against his Las Vegas dream. The ancient texture, the color, the ambiance.
When you see it, I mean, you can't reproduce that. It's so difficult. Look at these balconies. You can imagine people were standing in the balconies and singing out to the gondoliers and people. Yeah. A gondola is a must experience when you come to Venice. Hello.
For many, both cities arouse images of never-ending adventure. After all, Venice is so romantic.
This TLC program is sponsored in part by Pier 1 Imports. It's you.
Furniture at Eastern and Serene in the Walmart Shopping Center.
You know, in Las Vegas, we're going to have a canal with gondolas. It's inside. It's in a big shopping mall.
Back in Vegas, Sheldon Adelson's slightly less grand canal is taking shape. In just 3 months, it'll be home to a dozen singing gondoliers.
We're looking for opera talent, actors, people who are familiar with performing some of the more classical works, and also people who are just great people, kind of people who can help us bring this vision of Renaissance Venice to life in Las Vegas.
For the top pick of actors who can convincingly portray gondoliers, Hollywood is the place to go. To supervise the auditions, Adelson hires top talent scouts Blair Barrington and Susie Childers.
No, I don't think I'm a Casanova. Just an American singer in Los Angeles, plying his trade from city to city as necessary, playing my guitar, singing my songs, and bringing joy to all those that hear me.
I'm going to act like I can sing opera. When they said I'm Italian, I was going to sing Dean Martin or Frank Sinatra.
I have no Italian blood in me, but I do like pizza.
The actors' repertoires are varied.
That's fine, absolutely.
What are you going to sing for?
Torna Soriano.
I don't
Do you need a
pass
accompanist?
total judgment until I see the body of work from everyone.
Okay.
However, there's a few areas that we are looking for that perhaps weren't there.
Back in Vegas, the construction hits its own snags.
On the second level, where the above the shuttered windows?
Yeah.
They want to put that color in back of the big windows at the Doge's Palace.
Sheldon's having a bad day. He's convinced that the windows of his replica Doge's Palace are the wrong shade of blue. To straighten things out, he's flown over his cultural advisor from Italy. But just to be on the safe side, he's sending for backup.
You got the book? Huh? No, that is
The coffee table book of Venice.
That's Rondel glass, and that's the background that you would see.
Well, it depends.
Oh, no, it all depends on the view of the lights.
Yeah.
Huh?
But my point.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you find the one that most backs you up? Huh? You see, it's lighter over here and darker over there. It depends on where the sun is.
But I think the dark
That's
will
what
be...
sun does.
Yeah, but it's that.
But not very
Okay, that's good, but not too dark.
lighter.
Huh?
Yeah,
How
but-
did they do
wait,
that? Are
wait,
those glass?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But in the dark cells, you
But I
don't
have to tell you, blue. What's that?
Blue. We're going with blue.
Chris, don't do it. I'm telling you, I'm going to get damn upset at you. And I don't care if you use chartreuse, as long as it looks like what it looks like in Venice. Now, don't pick it up and don't reinterpret it. Interpret it exactly the way it's supposed to be. Don't change history. I want it to look like exactly what it looks like in the book.
Gives not the hawthorn bush a sweeter shade to shepherds looking on their silly sheep, and doth a rich embroidered canopy to kings who fear their subjects' treachery? Yes, it doth.
In L.A., the gondolier recruitment drive has bogged down.
I've been rejected by some of the biggest names in show business, so somebody like this, it wouldn't hurt me too bad now.
At times, the process seems to drag on and on.
Perfect, thank you. That will do it. Thank you so much for coming in.
I do piano too.
The grand opening of Sheldon Adelson's Venetian resort is only weeks away, yet obstacles remain. His Hollywood gondoliers may not be able to sing and row simultaneously. Fortunately, Adelson has come up with a seemingly foolproof design for the gondolas themselves.
We've got a fishing motor here, and we're going to adapt that for use on our gondola here. So our gondolier is going to be able to power the boat by stepping on these little switches here. These switches will be mounted in the floor of the gondola, and we'll have the arrows pointing the opposite ways so that the controls are really obvious, and he'll be able to step on them, and they will turn the motor on for short bursts of time, and then he'll be steering using the oar. It's not James Bond into the hovercraft gondola, but it's pretty unique in terms of boats in the world. It's redefining how you operate one of these things. Perhaps the Venetians are going to take tips. Hopefully not.
Many driving problems have been answered by Goodyear.
As the countdown continues, the bulldog barks his orders.
Yo,
Yo! We have a problem up here. Make sure you keep this whole area clear all day. You've got 22 trucks today coming. I miss my kids, I miss my mum, but I have a job here to do. I start at 4:30 in the morning and I finish at 6 or 7 at night. I just go home and unwind and watch English soccer. Millwall's my team back home. We have a lovely stadium. Well, they don't understand football. They call American football out here, they call that American football.
Adelson has brought the painters into St. Mark's Plaza to discuss final touches. He's chosen the color himself, and it's one area where he seems prepared to sacrifice authenticity. You seldom see electric blue skies with cotton candy clouds in the real Venice. Undeterred, Sheldon is convinced that his optimistic color scheme will spur the shoppers in the mall below to painlessly part with their money. Creating a Venetian atmosphere in the mall itself will be the job of a company of wandering minstrels who spontaneously burst into song or pose for photos with guests.
Can you see my pants?
But the major dilemma is the outfitting of the growing troupe hired to play their roles in the unfolding drama of the American Venice. Jan Jouard supervises their first fitting.
No feathers, no rhinestones, no sequins. I can't remember the last job I did that didn't have a feather, a rhinestone, or a sequin on it. So this is fun.
I'm the keyboard player.
It has to be right. Things have to match up. Things have to be as close to authentic realization as we can make it. Oh, Adelson, you're beautiful. How do you feel?
Like royalty.
Works in process. These are nowhere near completed. They're just started. No trims, anything have been done. This will be the undershirt, the brocade undershirt that's being used for Marco Polo.
I have to get an Italian accent real fast.
Black trousers, black shoes, red waist sash, red neckerchief, traditional little straw hat with the ribbons coming down the back. Ready to do the girth?
The girth? What does that entail?
It's kind of ironic because I was wanting to go to Europe this summer, and Italy's my favorite country, and that was before I even heard about the audition. And so now I'm like, all right, I don't have to go there. Venice came to me in Las Vegas, so I'm really excited.
I'll also be comfortable playing. What a wonderful fit, Jan. Thank you so much. Looks good.
Leaving the showbiz aspects aside, construction remains behind schedule, with just over 1 month to go. At least the Rialto Bridge, complete with its motorized pedestrian travelators, is beginning to take shape.
I'm going to kiss my wife on the Rialto Bridge. Go ahead, go. Hold my hand. Okay, we kiss.
Referring to an old Italian proverb concerning the Rialto Bridge, Sheldon states,
We did it, we did it. Our love will last forever. It's lasting forever anyway. Okay, did anybody take the picture so I can buy it? I can have it on my t-shirt when I get to the other side?
4 weeks until the grand opening, and the Venetian resort seems months from completion. Yet Sheldon Adelson is at ease.
All the scaffolding will come down quickly. They'll put up the drywall and they'll finish the interior. Within 4 weeks, it's finished. There's no question about it. Not a question. I know that the scaffolding makes it look like it's, you know, there's a lot yet to do, but it certainly will be finished.
I can't go to him now, Tone, you've got I can't do that. That's what I'm saying. I just need Brett. I need you.
Make sure it's in your concern.
It will. It will. Everything's in my concern. I've got 28 days. Rod, have you seen him over there?
The final touches are being applied. Overhead, the vision of treasured 17th and 18th century art begins to appear.
Len Pollock, come in, Len. Len, what's your 20?
I'll be in the lobby in about 3 minutes.
Make it 1. I'll wait here for you.
Okay.
After being in Venice a few times and looking here, you can see it's like Venice.
The Renaissance art of Veronese, Bambini, Pellegrini, and Tiepolo are integrated into the painstaking construction of this new Venice. These works establish a new standard for a resort that strives to attract upscale customers. Within these plush surroundings, it's farewell buffets and hello to gourmet restaurants.
This is going to be the world's most beautiful food court.
3 minutes from now, a heart attack.
Out of hundreds of hopefuls, the talent search is finally whittled down to 12 gondoliers. Now Jan Jouard has to train them how to tie their authentic Venetian sashes.
Right over left, left over right. Voila, perfect. And the neck the same way. Now let's see you do it.
The pressure's on.
Doing wrong? Why does it keep doing it?
Aren't they beautiful? Look at them. Aren't they beautiful?
Shall we all stand together?
The gondoliers represent a cross-section of America.
Goofy watch.
You have a New Yorker over here.
Yeah, Alabama.
Maine,
Texas. North Dakota.
Philadelphia. California.
Minnesota.
Salt Lake. Hi, Mom.
My real name is Alvin. Alfredo is my stage name.
My stage name is Angelo Luciano. My friends call me Luca.
My real name is Max, and my character name is Massimo. Ooh. So it's pretty close.
Oh, and I guess I'm Drake DeLuca, and my character name is Drago. My grandfather came from Sicily. I know it's not, but, so it's in our blood. Manna tu sole, più bello è ne.
O sole mio, sta in fronte a te. O sole mio, sta in fronte a te.
With 10 days to go, Sheldon's gondolas arrive on site. Unfortunately, there's a slight problem. The canal is still empty. No one can decide what color it should be.
You think the 2 is too black, Bill? Huh? It's a dark blue or dark green?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm with you. I don't think either of them will be bad.
Huh?
Yeah. 2 is too black. Yeah.
2 is too black, so then 1 is too light.
Of course you care. I mean, you've gone to so much trouble doing this, and then you're doing just water in a canal. Forget it. This has to be like Venice. You must give the people the atmosphere and the feel and the colors of Venice. That's it. I mean, forget it.
Our starting rooms are called luxury suites. They do come with a king or 2 queen-size beds.
Good afternoon, Venetian Suite Reservations. This is Denise.
The smell of success is in the reservations, which began months before the inauguration.
Good afternoon, Venetian Suite Reservations. This is Doug.
Good afternoon, Venetian Suite Reservations. This is Lawrence. I may assist you.
And it's going to have the Grand Canal that runs through the retail area.
We have our 700 square foot luxury suites available at $199. Saturday, the rate is also at $199.
If you'd like, what I can do is put this in a courtesy hold for you.
The canal is full of water for the first time, but Sheldon's still not happy with the color. He orders it to be drained, repainted, and refilled. All 586,000 gallons of it.
It should be right.
Still, not one single gondolier has ever set foot in a boat. Grand Canal Supervisor Ron Guarnieri calls a meeting.
You look so good in your little costume.
So Ron, have they decided on the color of the paint for the canal yet? I mean, how long is it going to take for it to dry?
We know that it's going to be darker, but first they have to drain the canal, it has to dry, then they have to actually approve the color, and then they'll have to paint the whole thing. It should probably take another 3 to 4 days. Another week. Next weekend. Next weekend. So enjoy your weekend off this weekend, because next weekend I'll guarantee you your little butts are going to be in those boats.
All right. Look at that. But we had to put them up in strips because it could be painted.
Listen,
don't walk under the ladder, it's bad luck.
Dorit has finally found something she likes.
Listen, these bits, I'm speechless.
It's the Apotheosis of Venice, painted by Paolo Veronese in 1583.
Just someone who lives in Venice, we've seen it for so many years, to come in an entirely different city, which has an entirely different purpose, and see this thing done with so care. No, listen, I'm speechless.
It's awesome.
All right, like now, get a truck.
As the project nears completion, nerves become frayed.
Pick that up and just throw it in the trash. I leave here at 3, I'll go home, I'll come back at 11. I work till 3, I'll go home, I'll come back at 11. Just keep working. Just keep working. That's all you do. You just keep working and working and working. And that's it.
Remember this? Look at this. I wanted a tourist here to feel this. See? Now, first of all, you remember it was so smooth and everything. It was not Venice. This is much more like the Pietro d'Istria, like the Istrian stone. Look at this. It likes, you know, time has gone through these columns, which it doesn't. But this is the beauty of it. I mean, not just putting in a column saying this is Venice. No, look at the work done here. This is great. I mean, look at this. And let me tell you, in another year with the weather, it will start, you know, filling with a little bit of perhaps black or something. That's it. We have another Venice growing here.
The real Venice is so overrun with tourists that its mayor has campaigned to keep them away. Sheldon's version is in danger of being overrun with lampposts.
Look at it from the side. You just stand over here. Here's Chris now. It's a forest. Welcome to the lamp forest.
Well, there are too many. There are too many of them. I mean, this cannot stay like this. No, absolutely not. Look at this. I mean, when you see in St. Mark's Square too many lampposts like this, 2 rows like this, forget it. No, this doesn't exist. They will have to tear down some of these.
We're going to take out these lampposts. Listen, if I were to take a picture from over here, I'd find that lamppost very interesting. But I wouldn't find 50 or 100 of them interesting. The lights clash with the lights from the building. Okay. And you don't see the decorative lighting. Look at it, you've got the lamps directly in front of it.
We might as well do it in groups because
I think you need to do it in increments.
Well, it doesn't matter. We can't do anything but increments because we can't get it done. It's not like we can come here tomorrow and take out all the lamps. It doesn't matter. You're going to have them anyway at the beginning because we can't get them all out.
There's just so much we can do.
Listen, I just want the lamps out. Period. That's all there is to it. The lamps will come out. I don't want anybody to try to convince me to leave them in. We're going to take out a lot more than what you want to take out, I'll tell you that. A lot more. If they hadn't done this, then I could have changed it now. The clock tower's not right either. They put up a very bright blue. It's not that color.
I know.
This is not satisfactory to me.
You'll have to see it from there.
I don't like it. I don't want it to stay.
With a week to go, Sheldon is forced to make a tough decision. He cancels all his advanced bookings, finds room for thousands of disappointed guests in rival hotels, and postpones the grand opening for 10 days. Any more slip-ups, and his $2.5 billion gamble will have failed before a single person checks in. There is some good news and disappointment. The delay gives the gondoliers a chance to try out the boats for the very first time. As if they didn't have enough to worry about, they've been told that every word they say from now on must be in an Italian accent.
My name is Marco. I'm your gondoliere tonight. This is sound of my helmet on top of the bridge. Mamma, son tanto felice che son tornato da te.
Don't fall out of the boat. Stop right there. Okay. Give your little song introduction. Pull your head. You can't pull the front of it out that far because the next boat can't get by.
Okay. This is one of the most difficult parts of the canal. But as you can see with one hand, Marco does it. And I'll hit the motor right now. I'm now using the motor.
That's bad. That's really bad. We broke a piece of the oar holder, the forkula, broke off from them just trying to use it this one time. So obviously we have a design problem that we're gonna have to fix. That's showbiz. There are so many things unfinished. There are so many things that just are not ready to happen. It's going to be a tight call for it to happen and for it all to go off without a hitch. But we're just hoping it will. It's scary though. Got any glue with you?
24 hours to go to the rescheduled grand opening. Everyone pitches in.
This is what you have to do on an opening, final minute opening. Because the Americans can't do it.
In a city that boasts New York and the Eiffel Tower, this new resort ups the ante on the Vegas Strip, in size and in grandeur. Recreating one of the world's richest treasures, a resplendent Venice is nearing its remarkable conclusion.
That's it. Finished. Good job, buddy. The job's open. We're open for business. It's over. We're just all tired and we want to go home and go to bed. So I'm sure we go drinking first.
Have you earned a pint?
I've earned more than a pint. That's it.
Hello.
0 hour.
Danny?
For the opening ceremony, Sheldon has imported one final authentic piece of Italy. Screen goddess, Sophia Loren.
These are, where's Bill? Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay, ready?
Get everybody looking this way.
Okay. Why are you holding that in front of me? Okay. Hello. Okay, ready? All set?
On your mark.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Venice and Vegas is now open for business. The clock tower at St. Mark's is perfect in every detail, except for the 15-story neon sign that sits astride it. The Rialto Bridge arcs across not the Grand Canal, but over a shimmering stream of taxicabs. And the Campanile bell tower would truly be a perfect copy if it only had a bell. But who cares? It's Las Venice, and it sparkles. In the Grand Canal shopping mall, the first customers are lapping up Sheldon Adelson's romantic gondola experience. He's so delighted, he's just announced plans for a second replica of Venice right next door, connected by an authentically extended Grand Canal. The Adelson's dream has finally become a reality.
It's a privilege today to have them both on the boat, you know? He is the most romantic man I have ever met, you know? He's so romantic to build a canal for his wife, you know? Who does this? No one does this but Signora Adelson.
It's a very romantic experience. I'd like to remind you, let's go back to see Venice again.
Yeah, I really would like to do
But
it now.
we really don't have to.
Yeah.
Why don't we just stay here at the Venetian? We can get a bit of Venice here every day.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
Isn't this great? Mission accomplished.
This has been